So much is going on with Rudy Giuliani and his associates recently that we can't do individual videos or segments on the show for every bit of news. So we're gonna do a quick Giuliani roundup of the news, a couple of interesting bits that have developed over the past day. So buckle up, Brett.
I am so excited about this.
Well, the first was exciting. It was gonna be an international adventure for Rudy Giuliani. He apparently reportedly planned to fly to Vienna, Austria a day after his now arrested associates attempted to travel to the city. The Atlantic reported that it was unclear why Giuliani was traveling to Vienna. I'm assuming it's the sausages.
Yeah. Vienna sausage, as we all know, widely eaten in Vienna.
So just for context, his business associates who are now have been arrested by the FBI were arrested with one-way tickets to flee the country that they loved so much.
And if you haven't seen the mugshots of the guys who were arrested for this, Parnas and Fruman, just close your eyes and picture like a Grand Theft Auto 4 villain, auto-generated in bad CGI from like 7 different versions of eyes and 7 different versions of mouths, and they just mix and match them. Like these guys are 2012 video game henchmen.
So you know, it would be great if we had that visualization, but what if we had a video of them with Giuliani?
I would love to see
if
that.
only we had that, which we do.
Just congratulated Rabbi Moshe Asman. Hi Moshe.
Moshe, how are you, baby?
How you doing? Here with Rudy, congratulations
I love
on
that picture.
120.
I love that picture. I can't wait to come back.
See you in Ukraine soon.
Yeah, and Anatevka is the best place in the world.
We love you.
We love you.
Fantastic.
What? It's just a bunch of buds hanging out. That's all it is. Yeah. So
I never want to see Rudy Giuliani with his tie undone. Like that seems like he just got done doing something real personal.
Like one guy had the button-down mobster thing, the other has the big mobster chain, and yet Giuliani comes off as the creepiest person in that video. And I love that that's the only video I know of those three together. They managed to mention Ukraine in it.
Right. So the full context I know you probably talked about on the show is these guys were essentially going around the Republican apparatus donating money to get stuff.
Illegally donating.
Illegally donating, like they essentially laundered money through Russia to benefit their corrupt interests in Ukraine using Rudy Giuliani who was working for the president of the United States, which I think is corruption Yahtzee. Like that is that's like
or
we're
bingo,
done.
I don't know.
All of it. It sounds like a Mad Lib, but it's all true. So just like the two takeaways. One, what Trump did on the Ukraine call, which he has admitted to, and then further did with China, is illegal. Never forget that. This is all around that. But secondly, like all the times when Trump and Giuliani talk about the deep state and all these people who are trying to pull them down, who are doing sketchy, corrupt things, Rudy Giuliani is going around with Nico Bellic's like best friends.
I don't remember his name.
GTA 4, we looked it up in the control room yesterday. GTA 4, Nico Bellic. He's going with those cronies, paying the head of the Republican Rules Committee chair to get the ambassador to the Ukraine thrown off the case.
Yeah.
They're doing all the corrupt stuff they're accusing everyone else of doing. And it's proven right there before your very eyes.
Yeah, and she's actually right as we're filming this, she is testifying.
Just one more little detail.
And we've got like 4 more updates.
One of those guys runs, they have 2 associates. All right, you got it. The name of the company?
Yes, I has it. Don't worry, but first, we did get an answer to 2 important questions that were raised yesterday on this show and on the main show. One was, who is paying Rudy Giuliani? Because nobody knows. Trump literally isn't paying him for his services, either personal legal services or de facto diplomat ambassador services. Well, we found out Lev Parnas, one of those individuals in the video, a Ukrainian-American businessman with a trail of debts and lawsuits, had known Mr. Giuliani casually for years through Republican political circles. Last year, their relationship deepened when a company he helped found retained Mr. Giuliani. Associates of Mr. Parnas said he told them he paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for what Mr. Giuliani said on Thursday was business and legal advice. So he was getting paid huge sums of money by those guys, or at least one of them, for something. And that is how he's been able to subsidize flying around the world to work for the White House and everything. So there's that. In terms of the businesses, that's where it gets fun again. So arrested Giuliani Ukraine associates operated companies called Fraud Guarantee and Mafia Rave.
This is real. This is the real name of the company.
No, this is from Happy Half Hour. You made this up, didn't you?
Fraud guarantee. Not we're gonna fix you, we're gonna save you from fraud, but fraud guarantee. Are you kidding me?
Don't you want to go dance at Mafia Rave?
I hadn't seen Mafia Rave till now, but like, what is this? Like, I mean, this looks like it's like Aziz Ansari's character from Parks and Recreation.
I didn't watch that show.
Oh, well,
yeah, so I don't get that. Anyway, one other answer we had was a question that was raised to Donald Trump during, it might have been Chopper Talk. It was, do you know these two guys? And he started talking, rambling for 40 seconds about how there might be photos he doesn't know. He takes photos of a lot of people, which wasn't the question, so that was fun. Turns out, he does kind of know them, at least a little bit, because although he denied knowing them beyond a photo, we found out that he actually had dinner at the White House with both of those individuals. I don't know, maybe it was a drunken dinner, although he doesn't drink and he just forgot the details, but he apparently knows them to a greater degree than he was willing to admit earlier. There's some prior money donation stuff, but we don't even have time. It's a complicated story with a lot of disgusting details. That's the gist of it.
So just know that every ounce of corruption that Trump and Giuliani are trying to imply has been done by anyone else. We have a federal indictment, which is past where Mueller went. Mueller was investigating, maybe suggest some indictments of Trump, but he didn't indict didn't indict Trump. These are federal indictments, and when you read the actual indictment, I think the New York Times characterized it as like, these are just like hapless goons bumbling around, really trying to get stuff. And like these guys who have no problem laundering money, they still didn't find evidence of corruption of Joe Biden that they could even wave around. Even
though they give you the guarantee, it's in the name.
Giuliani's trying to like pawn off his proof of Biden corruption. It was written by a Ukrainian oligarch who was like the problem.
Yeah.
So the corrupt person wrote the proof that Giuliani's trying to show around.
Well, he'd know. Thank you for watching this clip from the Damage Report. For more content from the show and access to TYT Network members-only exclusives, go to tyt.com/Brooke. Wait, no, it's tyt.com/John. Go to tyt.com/John to sign up.